In this video we're gonna wire a dash camera that has front and rear cameras, and I'm gonna be using Blackvue camera. Traditional way to wire dash camera has been using serial plug, but what I don't like with that is you'll have a bunch of wires and your outlet gonna be busy. Another way to install is to use fuse tabs. That option is not bad, but also you'll have a bunch of wires around, and I'd rather have the fuse box clean. So the way we're gonna install it is I'll try to find wires here. I'll try to find constant power, ground, and accessory. And Blackvue camera generally comes with this type of connector. I got this on Amazon, which has just a ground and accessory cables without cigarette adapter. To figure out what I can tap into here, I'm gonna remove or lower this assembly. Here two screws, Phillips head. Now I'll try to take this out, or at least lower it. Good. It appears the wire I need is on this side. It's very tough to get to it for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect this from mirror because I need to use a home link connection. So now that it's disconnected, I'm gonna try to pull it a bit up. Actually, I end up not needing to unplug this. This wire was secured by a tape further down, so I just kind of removed the tape and pulled on the wires, and I have this in front of me. 4 wires. I'm just not sure yet which one does what. It looks like one is green black, another one's black, and there's a gray and red black. And instead of splicing it, I'm gonna look at the manual, hopefully reduce the risk of splicing or cutting extra wires. Also, I was able to push this down because it has this plastic push pin. So you can just push it down, and after you're done, you should be able to just push it back in. Instead of splicing those wires, I decided to test the end of this connection, the one that goes into mirror. Currently I connected to what appears to be one of them is ground, the black one, the other one's either constant power or accessory. And right now it's off. So I'm gonna try to start the vehicle and see if it's gonna make any difference. Okay, good. So it seemed like this one is AC/DC, what I've been looking for. That was gray one for ACC and black one for ground. For my dash cam, I just needed accessory and a ground, so I'm good, but I'll try to find a constant one for you as well, in case yours is gonna require constant power. And looks like I found it. The black with red, that's a constant power. Gray is accessory, black is ground, and the remaining one, black and green, I believe it's for reverse something. You don't need to use that one. Instead of using the supplied fuse for a connector, I'm gonna use this just because I have a bunch of those fuses, and it'll be a lot easier for me to replace this type. And I cut the gray one connected like this. Gonna put this using this. Made the power connector much shorter. I don't need 10 feet or whatever of it. I'm gonna push it through here, so it's coming off with a home link mirror power cable. I'm gonna try to put cover here. It was pretty easy actually. So now it looks very clean. I'll plug this in. Except I forgot to put one more cable for the rear camera. So just to show you, that's a power connection to the camera. That's accessory. Power goes through the fuse, then into that original wiring. There's a gray wire here. And negative right here, that's original, and that goes to the power connector right here. And that one goes to the rear camera. As you can see, it's all tucked away here. but I'm not gonna close it all yet. I'm gonna first double check everything is working, and then I'll do the wiring for the rear camera. So power is connected, car is off, camera is not working. I'm gonna put it in accessory. Camera starts up. I'm gonna turn vehicle off. Camera is off. Now I'm gonna move all this wiring to the left since there is a room. Enough room for sure. And close this. Start putting the rear camera cable, and it's very tough to put it like this straight through the headliner, so I had to do it through here along those lines, tucked away. Keep going. Basically I decided to wire through passenger side, but it makes absolutely no difference if you do it through passenger or through driver side. That's the rear passenger door, and keep going to the back. Got it from here to here. This screwdriver pried this panel out. This cable here, I'm gonna open this. And this. It looks like this one has more wires than this one, so I use this one. Now I'm gonna try to fish this cable. I actually fished it out with my fingers. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna try to push this through here. Sorry, I can't film while I'm doing all this, just because there is no stand here. So I was able to do it also without any tools, without anything else. Just take your time, and this is very flexible, so you could kind of move this around to help it move. Obviously, if you have anything bigger than that, it'll be very tough to get it through here. So now I'll just pull this more. I think I'll let all the excess, I'll let it just stay in this area. So now I'm gonna push this probably into this one, and from here I'll move it all and try to get ultimately from here. Here it is. To make sure I'm not gonna lose this connector inside here, I'm gonna put a zip tie. Low access cable and kept it there. And here's decent opening. I'll see which way to put it from. Now I'm gonna close those. I'm ready now to secure dash camera here, and once it's secured, I know exactly where it's gonna be. I'll be able to tuck away the cable, not have more here. And I'm gonna do it now before it gets darker. And I'll have to use my phone here to see exactly how the camera looks. But once I figure out where it should be, I'm gonna put it on. Okay, I finished the aiming. Now I'm gonna put this piece back. Pretty easy. Unfortunately, those lines are too close to each other. So it shows in the video, but not too bad. So now I'm gonna hide those cables over there. I think looks pretty good. Now finally I'm gonna close this. And looks like all cables already tucked away. So it should be pretty easy from here. We're gonna close this completely. Make sure nothing's in the way. Finally put 2 Phillips screws. So as you can see, I think it's pretty nice and clean installation. Other option would be to run those cables from here, but I don't know, I think this way it's a bit cleaner. It's just because this camera is pretty big, wires have to be exposed a bit more. I definitely like the way rear camera came out, look very nice and clean. So installation took probably an hour, hour and a half maybe. Very easy, and your fuse box is pretty clean, and your cigarette light socket is open and available for other accessories. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to respond as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. See you next time.